See if they can get that ball rolling or if EDG are going to be able to stop them in their tracks and control the snowball. Beishang now moving into the top lane. Morgan's there. Audi's on the wrong side of the alcove, and Morgan's going to follow him straight on over. He knows it's already done for. In goes the spiders, and in goes first blood for WE. Just the scuttle crab is enough. They knew Morgan was going to make his way over. They decide to back off. Another fight in the bottom lane. These guys will not stop. Straight onto Mako with the pull, but Missing is low. His aftershock is down. Jomung flashes away, but he drops. And they might just get Missing as well. Jumps forward, and a double kill for Hope. TP now coming through from Morgan. He wants to answer for this one, and Hope is the target. One more auto, but Hope's cutting away. The stun comes through, and Hope goes massive. Will quite often be able to just get away with these invades. Mako wants to make it happen once again. Stun onto Jomung. Ignite is there, and the Haymaker as well. There's nothing you can do. The damage is insane.
Syndra, Kalista, and that Aatrox. You've just added a bunch of kills onto this Kalista on top of everything else.
But when you look at their history in Spring, they're actually 4th in the whole LPL for Herald Control. Getting involved as well, he wants to get some of those plates for himself, and they're going to be able to trade towers here. And it looks like WE might actually get the first tower of the game, so a little bit of a bonus for them.
It's all they can set up for success. Even if Missy with a flash depth charge gets onto Hope, that could signal doom for the EDG AD. Champions like Graves, Kindred, Italy are able to accelerate their early game so effectively by carrying camps, get to that level 9.
The Rift Arrow will go the way of EDG. Scout continues to hammer away at this top tower. Look at the plate gold that went into the pocket of Hope.
They're going to end up losing the mid lane thanks to this Rift Arrow that'll come down, but if they are able to control that top side jungle, as we talked about, the pick potential super strong. Stuns onto Hope, gives the chance to take him down.
They're getting onto Missing. He has a stopwatch though, and the Herald will fall before it charges. Missing fails the flash, and he'll be punished for it. Does go down. Kill to Hope there. It's going to put them on Soul Point for an Infernal Soul, no less. Against a Nidalee, you don't want to lose Infernal Soul. Those spears are going to hit like a freight train. Or as Wadid would say, like nukes. And we'll see. I don't know if WE are ever going to be able to contest a teacher mark. He's just been found trying to do Grom. Audi's quite happy to select that one for himself, and as you rightly say, keeping that Bastion alive. Mako pulled in by Missing. Aftershock keeps him safe for now. Hope knocked up, but Missing just about gets away with his life. Mako Haymaker to finish him off. Morgan drops as well. This is all going the way of EDG. Jomung desperate to dish out what damage is required. Teacherma's still there. I don't think that this is a fight WE can really contest for.
Jomung doing a lot of damage in that fight though. Once you got the Moonlight Vigil out, health bars dropped on EDG. Mako's still looking for more though. I think at this stage EDG just back away. With the guns that Jomung has, he'll be able to wave clear away from this.
Yeah, we'll teach him all that as well. Bear in mind, Voice of Light available, so if they try and go for something like a dive, they can be forced away. But ultimately, 5 members strong, EDG will finally finish that tier 1 tower off. 1 minute until this Infernal Drake, and this could ultimately be the turning point for the game. This could be the deciding moment.
Oh, we got to see what are going to be the items that come to the board for both these squads. I mean, when you look at Hope, he's miles ahead of everyone. Already has 5 kills, 2 items completed, working on his 3rd. Same when you look towards Scout. Picking up this early Banshee's Veil I really like too, because it just means that that pick potential we talked about from Beishang and from Teacherma just really isn't going to come through very well. And here we go. Yes, Mako gets caught out, but he's got so much safety as this set between not only his own inbuilt sustain, his own inbuilt shields, but just Hope being able to drag him out of fights whenever he wants as well.
God, that is so chaotic from a pro view perspective. I mean, Mako doing a good job to keep track of the fight. You can see him trying to decide targets with his ult scout.
Gone over to WE. Not the biggest of issues. Still a long way for WE to go, but this is definitely going to be the start of EDG at least getting some of these items. And if you continue to play like this as EDG, where you're walking in, not really getting vision in your favor, this pick style that EDG or WE have available to them could really put a wrench into the works. They need to
try and start this one off. but I don't think they really want to commit to the actual Baron themselves. They want to try and force a fight. Teleport now being channeled by Morgan. WE happy to go for this fight. But Beisheng, in the meantime, has just been caught out and taken out as well. Teacherman now has to get the damage out. Voice of Light across the team. Hope dancing around, stacking up the Rens. Missing will be the next 1-2-4. Flashes away from Hope, but Morgan's going massive. So's Jomung as they're taking out this team. Hope here still alive. Jomung falls to a beautiful javelin. Get Junja in the Olympics, because this man can throw. Yeah, and there was a moment there where I thought maybe they could turn it around, because Jomung was popping off. The health bars were getting low for EDG.
WE now trying to move in. We'll find out he actually separated.
Missing going to get a root down onto him, but they can't really kill him in the mean. See you later, Spider. Crushed underfoot. Morgan has to back away as well, and Hope saves his support. Missing now will be found out. And
team that's pushing in while that dragon's going down. This is EDG putting an absolute stomp.
Go down, but when he does, the whole of EDG is waiting with open arms.
Deal with this split push, which opens up the opportunity for EDG in this top side to shove in completely on them.
I mean, honestly, the big question for me is, how on earth do you get on Hope in these fights? Kalista right here. This might just go down before they can even contest. Audi's on the side. Baron goes down. WE already low. This could be a disaster for Team WE. In they go, Scan of the Week! Oh my days. Morgan falls and Jomung against the world. And it looks like the world is about to be ended. Jomung falls double for Junja. And a 21-5 victory for WE.
It was just an inevitable push from EDG at this stage. It's been long in the making. Kills on the bottom side of the map, setting up EDG for success. They played the mid-game so well, and after that Baron fight, EDG will pick up first game of LPL Summer 2020.
I mean, honestly, I'm impressed that WE held on as long as they did, but from the point where Hope got the 3 kills early on in the game, this has been all about EDG. Both teams playing pretty similar styles, right? You've got that heavy ganking jungler. It was at least last time for Beisheng. Now it's the Lee Sin. And in that bottom lane, missing. Spotted out. The wolf will reset. Flash from Scout. Gets a ward jump, but Beisheng doesn't have anywhere to go, and Junjia's head him off. So there's no way out of this jungle. Trying to play the Nidalee style against the Nidalee isn't going to work out. Go dive in the bottom lane. There's only 2 caster minions, and Hope is going to hold them away, but Voice of Light pushes him straight into his loving arms, and there go 2 kills, both into the pocket of Jomung. Missing still surviving. Junja wants to get a spear. He's onto Beisheng. Equalizer! Scout is on the scene, and you never underestimate the power of Scout's code.
Yeah, Junja has been... Ooh, hang on, teacher.
There's no way out of this one. Showstopper into the lane, pulled back, and will go down. They're going to donate it. No, dodges away. Scout doesn't even get... Oh, sorry, Hope doesn't get himself an assist.
It doesn't matter. They're getting the Rift Herald. But the difference here, once again, is that EDG have moved their bottom lane up towards the mid, so you're getting WE that are answering back.
Pocket. So he's not going to be completely useless. Good attempt there from Beisheng on the kick, but he's forced back, and now he'll be finished off. Punished for the attempt. Doesn't land it and will go down. Hope gets away with his own life. Equalizer down, and it's all just going wrong for WE. 2 more kills for Junja. Jomung forced away by Audi. Missing will drop. Morgan answers. Gets 1 kill onto the likes of Scout, but that's all he can find. Try and get a play with his ultimate. I thought he was going to go aggressive there onto Hope, but he's going to just clear things away. I mean, just look.
When you're so accelerated as this Nidalee, you've already got a lot of damage that's coming through from just the level advantage that you get and how accelerated you are in your build. So I thought I might have seen the more utility-based style come through, but instead going straight for the Zhonya's Hourglass in response to just potentially Beisheng getting into him, kicking this Nidalee back.
A lot of the questions was like how the team plays differently around Junja and JJ, right? If Junja can play like this consistently, if they can get the Nidalee consistently, I don't think there's a question. I think you just play Junja every single game.
To make sure this play right now didn't happen.
This is not what you want. Teacherman forced away. He's in front of the tower, and he's very, very scared. Mako goes on in. He's happy to tank Voice of Light, but there is going to be the Kalista all keeping him safe. They're happy to tank the tower. Missing, still surviving. They don't actually have the damage to finish them. The tower survives. It's only 1 casualty here. Now Jomung won't be able to defend, and Hope can finish that tower off. 40 seconds until the Dragon Junji just going to solo this Drake out, doesn't need any help from his team, and that is going to be sole point now in favor of EDG. Yet another advantage acquired for them. 6,000 gold up, 3 Drakes as well. And they have a firm grip on this game, it's a fair point to say.
What? 2v1-ing!
Jomung, you had Flash. I don't understand how you die in that situation. Missing's going to go down as well.
Yeah, he
survived
definitely
this
got back.
time, though.
Just about. Missing not so lucky, though.
Yeah, he's going to be missing out on this Baron play at this rate because he's pulled back in and will be finished off as well. Hope to grab the kill.
And, or well, at least in the game, but here we go.
Beishang pushed on back, pulled into the fight, and he gets away, but Mako getting damage down. Jomung is here, but he's forced away, and Audi denies Morgan's flank here. Jomung flashes over the wall. There's a kill for Teachamar, but here comes Audi to finish them all off. Looking to cut down Jomung, who's desperately trying to Aphelios them, and he might just succeed. There's a spear, though. Junjie, once again, the Javelin champ.
Despite Jomung trying to do Aphelios things, I still love the way EDG are playing these team fights. Junjie needs to be careful.
He's in a 2v1 right now, but Audi's here, and Beishang needs to be careful himself. Morgan goes in, and they're going to turn this one around. Audi's bitten off more than he can chew, and will fall as well. Mako sees better of that situation. Somehow, 4 members of EDG are dead. Caught out by the equalizer, trapped in a corner, and there's a lot of poke damage coming on through. Audi's going to find Jomung, who surely will go down, but he's managed to kite for now. The rest of the team now arriving. They're collapsing on in, and EDG, oh my days, the cleave damage. In comes Junjie to win out the fight, but ultimately it's about Teachamar here because Audi doesn't have the damage. In goes the Sonic Wave, and WE are coming into their own. To that mid lane in specifically CS, he's going in with a massive stun across the team, but doesn't really connect. Missing goes in, comboing onto Audi, forces the flash. Moonlight Vigil, it's only onto Mako, who pulls everyone in. Equalizer across the team. Scout going so deep, but kicked back and taken down. WE trying to line up the kills, and Jomung is free firing. Junjie flashes away. Audi's trying to escape, but Morgan wants to close that gap. WE take yet another fight, and Morgan's not done just yet. In goes the stun, and down goes the health bar. The croc is bigger than the cat, he says, as Beishang goes now onto Audi. Morgan diving the tower, but he's tanking for too long. Jumps away into the damage, but survives somehow. And it's only missing to fall.
And now WE can turn towards this Baron. There's a long death timer still across the board. No teleport for EDG. So WE, they're coming back. They're starting to hit critical mass.
And this is why I love the LPL, because we get these brawls that you just have no idea who's going to win. You get people like Morgan making a play that's on a knife's edge, and it somehow works out.
I am never going to hear the end of this from you if WE come back into this game.
Now onto the Dragon. Junjie has been found out by Beishang. He's just going to be forced away from the pit here. They might just be able to burst this one through. Equalizer down, forcing everybody away. But EDG are completely split up. The cleave damage might be there, though, as it's utter chaos. Hope desperately stacking up Rend here, but it's going to be Teachamar chasing him in the backline while the rest of his team falls apart. EDG cannot win team fights anymore, as missing Morgan and Beishang will chase down Scout. It was Hope to go down to Teachamar, and another fight as WE line up the scoreboard.
Jomung did an amazing job of several members consistently, and that was the big difference in that fight, where there was so much burst that came out from him across multiple members. You had Morgan able to finish people off alongside Beishang, while Teachamar is keeping Hope at bay the entire time.
There's going to be a mid lane inhibitor falling right here.
Hasn't been able to get the utility out of this ultimate anymore, because you had that stopwatch come in from Jomung, which kept him safe the entire time he was on the equalizer. The same happened in the last fight, where he tossed it wide and Jomung and Teachamar didn't really have to watch. So that then WE are actually, well, being whittled down by, rather than just having a nice fire to toast their marshmallows on.
Teleport here from Audi. It is really far back, though. This might just be a tower going down before he can even get in, because Jomung has serious damage. Flash forward from Mako to make the play happen, but Mako just doesn't have the health bar. Down they go. Junjie as well. Beishang trying to get a kick onto the back line. Audi has been spotted, though. Can he finish Jomung off? The answer is going to be no. Audi goes golden, but he's cut down in the end. Aphelios to take the kill. Teachamar in a 2v1 against both carries, but going golden and keeping himself alive. This is going to be the game. We're going to go to 3 for our first series of the LPL Summer Split. Morgan goes in, Hope going to keep himself alive. Everyone's got a stopwatch, but they all fall eventually. Teachamar, the center of the universe. And with a 26-22 scoreline, WE take us to game 2. break this one down, because I ain't got the foggiest.
The idea here is to double down on this engage, right? You're trying to set up for a nice enchanted crystal arrow, get your set into the mix, get this Galio to start setting things up, and it can be a pretty nasty gank to deal with this one.
Well, flash forward for the flay here. Jomon gets away, he's exhausted, but missing will be the one to go down. Haymaker onto one, but Audi actually TP'd in for this one. First blood goes the way of Hope.
Over towards EDG, so decide to...
Beishang wants to smite here, but he's not going to find it. In comes Teachama, but I don't know if this is a fight that he wants to go for right now. Dragon is incredibly low. Taunt onto everyone. Who gets the Dragon is the question. It goes the way of Audi. Everybody arriving as Morgan TP'd in as well, but Audi's low on HP, backs away. Hope tanking a lot of damage. Audi barely surviving, and Morgan finishes him off. Somehow surviving. Now the slows from Jomon will be massive. Scout the target, but Morgan can't keep going forwards. He's too low.
Back into an even when it comes to that gold.
Hook through from Mako here. They're on to missing. Haymaker at the last possible second, but he keeps him alive. No! Jump forward from Hope and gets the rend. And once again, but they're quite happy for Scout to use all of his resources onto the support here. Herald down to 2,000 as Audi winning out this 1v1 against Morgan. Herald goes down. It's in favor of EDG, but it's going to be blocked by WE here. This is going to be a kill for a Herald, but they don't actually get the objective for themselves unless they can follow up here. Beishang falls. JJ now trying to turn it into more as well. Morgan there, but they're going to get the Herald in the end. Now Teachama's alone as well. It's all gone wrong for WE, and it's all gone oh so right for EDG.
What you want to take right?
Actually, the arrow coming straight down onto JJ, just going to force them away. Dragon taken in the meantime, but they're fighting a 3 versus 4, missing. Gets away somehow with his life here, and Teachama still surviving as well. Mako tanking on up. Jomon might be left alone here. Flash forwards, and it won't quite finish off any kills.
Still trying to move in. Oh, missing.
In he goes. He wants to go for a fight. It pulls straight onto Scout. The arrow to follow. Scout doesn't get to play the game anymore. Neither does Jomon, though, because Audi is here to shut him down, and Morgan is going to look to try and answer, getting the damage down onto this Aatrox. There's nothing Audi can do about it. The rest of the squad's here. Knockups galore. Audi has some damage, and he has some healing as well. Finally falls, and Teachama gets himself a hat trick. Time to find out, I guess, because Mako gets a play onto 2. Showstopper onto Hope. In comes Teachama as well, but the Zhonya's keeps Hope alive for now, but slowed and finished off. This CC chain is just so obnoxious.
Dragon is going down. So we'll see maybe a play towards topside. Teleport is coming in from Teachama to keep the top lane turret alive, but there could be the opportunity here for JJ to just run straight up and use that Rift Herald and try and get a little bit of gold over in Audi's favor.
So at least it's a trade of objectives here for EDG. Certainly not losing control of things just yet. Taking a look at the gold. I'm surprised how much gold Scout has comparatively to the rest of the players in the game.
With the way and the strength of their team composition right now, they can definitely look to extend that super effective. Get the vision control and then look to flank with Beishang.
Beishang is in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the CC arrow straight onto JJ. Teachama in onto everyone, but JJ survives. And Audi gets a bit of a knock-up. Everything used here by WE, but they're not able to commit to any kills. 2-man taunt comes through from Teachama. The follow-up damage isn't quite there. Mako pushed back into everyone, missing against the world. Pulls them all in. 1 kill for Jomon, and the rest of the squad falls as well. And in the blink of an eye,
WE now will be able to finish off this Baron, but they have to be careful. Teachama's rather low in the back.
They're going to try. Scout desperate to do what he can here. Teachama's in trouble, but survives. Scout of the week isn't going to finish anyone, but Baron finishes Morgan. It is going to be taken by WE in the end. Audi trying to finish players off, trying to remove these Baron buffs. Jomon's in trouble. He still has Flash. He wants the fight right now. Will go for the volley and flashes away. 1 casualty.
Early smite to keep himself alive. EDG will manage to take the tower in response, but this is still...
2 Drakes apiece if EDG can grab this one. Crystal Arrow goes down. Beishang is here! And Soul Point for WE. Maybe a fight as well. Mako's been found. Scout of the week onto 2, though.
Means Beishang is able to walk in, smite it away. Now they get their own mid tower, and they can keep pushing. EDG haven't backed since that last fight.
This is going to be an easy second tower as well. Jomon, off the back of this massive injection of gold, might be able to finish off his Hurricane as well, which is a humongous power spike for the Ashe. And with a Baron across the team as well, WE are poised and ready in this game, and EDG...
Like, Ashe is perfect here for continuing engages like this.
Audi could be in a whole heap of trouble. What an arrow Round of applause for Jomung across the map there.
Though he's right in behind them here.
Oh, that's going to be an arrow onto everyone.
Oh.
Teach him out with the 3-man knockup as well. Double kill for Jomung onto Mako as well. There's one for Teachama. And they might just forget the dragon. They might go for an inhibitor.
EDG. Baron is still on the cards as well, though. They can just walk straight towards that objective.
Out of the set ultimate, and it sets WE up for this massive play. Audi now getting caught. Oh, if that hits, oh my days. Stand on the lantern. Oh, you don't need to because of the showstopper. Audi can't get away. That was magnificent. Baron will go down here. Smited away by Beisheng in the end.
Pressure that you can exert on the bottom side with this Ashe pick, and they play to it beautifully. That one turnaround fight at Dragon, they get a couple of kills and they just don't let up the pressure. Now they're forcing themselves on towards this top lane turret. You still have a lot of ultimates available, just waiting for Teacher Maz to finish before they look for a super heavy inhibitor.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, there's no way you can contest with these inhibitors as EDG right now. They're going to move over towards the mid lane as well. There'll be 2 inhibs for the side of WE. And it might just be a Nexus defense remaining from the side of EDG. But honestly, the question is, can you actually defend the Nexus? If WE goes for the fight right here, they might just be able to tank both towers. They're going to try to. They're just going to destroy the towers because EDG are not pulling the trigger. Here we go, Showstopper on in, but the health bar's already so low. Taunt onto everyone from Teachama. Scout still surviving though. Maybe WE have bitten off more than they can chew. Maybe not though, because the Nexus is exposed. Audi desperately trying to fight. In comes Teachama once again, and the Nexus falls. WE with a masterclass on how to play it.